The power cuts out. The room goes black. You reach for the wall. You can't see your own hand. Your heart rate spikes. Fast. Immediate before you've even thought about it. Your ears strain. Every small sound feels louder than it should. A creak, a hum, a thump you'd normally ignore. Nothing changed. Same room. Same furniture, same safe house you were standing in 10 seconds ago. Only the light left. And somehow, that's enough to change everything. You know there's no danger here. Logically, you're certain. Your body doesn't care what you're certain of. Some part of you just switched into a different mode. Alert, scanning, ready. That part never clocked out. It's been on duty this whole time, waiting for exactly this moment. In 1897, psychologist Stanley Hall ran one of the first real surveys on human fear. He collected thousands of accounts. Children, adults, different backgrounds, different countries. He wasn't looking for one specific answer. He just wanted to know what people were actually afraid of. One fear kept showing up more than almost any other. Darkness. Not monsters hiding in it. Not a specific threat lurking somewhere inside it. Just the dark itself. Hall noticed something strange in his data. Kids who had never been hurt in the dark still feared it. No accident. No trauma. No bad memory required. Some 3-year-olds feared it before they could even explain why. The fear didn't need a lesson. Nobody taught it to them. It showed up on its own, fully formed, like it had been waiting. That should be impossible. Fear is supposed to be learned. This one wasn't. Here's part of the reason why. In 1942, scientists Hecht, Simon Shlaer, and Maurice Pirenne ran a famous experiment on human vision. They wanted the absolute limit, the smallest possible amount of light a human eye could ever detect. The answer was almost nothing. As few as 5 to 7 photons. That sounds impressive on its own. It isn't, compared to what actually hunts at night. Cats have a mirror-like layer behind their retinas. It bounces light back through the eye a second time. It's called the tapetum lucidum. It roughly doubles their night vision. Owls have eyes so large they can barely move them in their sockets. Those eyes exist for one reason, gathering every scrap of light they can find. Wolves, hyenas, big cats, all built for darkness. Humans got none of that. We're day creatures, dropped into a night world every single evening of our lives. And here's the twist that makes it worse. Every animal that evolved to see better than us in the dark also evolved to hunt. Now here's the part that explains why this fear never really fades on its own. In 2001, psychologists Öhman and Mineka published research on something they called prepared fear. Their idea was simple, but powerful. Not all fears get learned the same way. Some threats, the ones that mattered most for survival, get wired in faster. Deeper, harder to unlearn, even long after the danger is gone. Snakes work this way. Spiders work this way. So does darkness. For most of human history, night meant blindness. Blindness meant vulnerability. Vulnerability with a predator nearby meant death. A slow learner might eventually figure out how dangerous night could be. Sometimes, eventually was too late. There was no second data point to learn from. So evolution skipped the slow lesson entirely. It built the fear in before you needed it. Fast, automatic, non-negotiable. Here's where this stops being a story about power outages and century-old surveys. That tight chest you feel walking to your car at night. That urge to check every shadow in an empty parking lot. That instinct to flip on every single light the second you walk into a dark house. That's not irrational. That's not childish. And it's definitely not weakness. That's the exact same ancient alarm hall documented in children over a century ago. The same system, built around eyes that were never made for the dark. You are not overreacting when a dark hallway makes your pulse climb. You're not being dramatic when you sleep better with a nightlight on. You're carrying a warning system built for a world with real teeth in it. A world where the night genuinely could kill you, and often did. It just never got the memo that most of those teeth are gone now. Tonight, the lights will go off somewhere. A hallway, a parking lot, your own bedroom, just for a second, between switches. And for one small moment, something old will wake up inside you. Your pulse, your ears, your eyes, straining uselessly against a darkness they were never built to beat. That's not fear malfunctioning. That's not something broken in you. That's the oldest lookout you own, still standing at its post, exactly as it always has. The predators left. The watchman didn't.